Millions of Muslims around the world recognize his voice within seconds. His recitation moves hearts, fills mosques with tears, and echoes through the holiest sanctuary on earth. Today, he stands among the imams and khatibs of Masjid al-Haram in Mecca. But behind that honor lies a story of ridicule, discouragement, sacrifice, and extraordinary determination. This is the remarkable journey of Sheikh Dr. Yasser bin Rashid Al Dosari.
فأزلهما الشيطان عنها فأخرجهما مما كانا فيه وقلنا اهبطوا بعضكم لبعض عدو ولكم في الأرض مستقر ومتاع إلى حين.
Sheikh Yasser bin Rashid Al Dosari was born on August 6, 1980 in Al-Kharj, southeast of Riyadh in Saudi Arabia. He grew up in a religious environment and developed a strong connection with the Quran from a young age. According to a story later shared by one of his brothers, young Yasser regularly attended Quran memorization circles. At that time, no one around him saw an obvious sign that he would one day become one of the most beloved reciters in the Muslim world. He seemed like an ordinary young student, yet he carried an extraordinary dream. Whenever he heard a beautiful imam leading the prayer, he would say to his friends, "I wish I could become an imam like him. I wish people would pray behind me." His friends laughed at him. Some even mocked his voice and told him that such a dream did not match his abilities. According to his brother's narration, those words were painful, but they never extinguished the dream in his heart. As he grew older and completed the memorization of the Quran, another difficult moment arrived. During his high school years, he wanted to study the Quran under a particular teacher. An older person harshly discouraged him, telling him that he was an ordinary person with ordinary abilities and that he would never achieve anything remarkable. The words hurt him so deeply that he reportedly stayed at home for about a week, overwhelmed with sadness. Yet, this young student chose a different path. He decided that criticism would not define his future. Then, something unexpected happened. One evening, Sheikh Yasser led the Isha prayer. He recited in a beautiful manner. After the prayer, a fellow student approached him and said, "Your recitation today was wonderful. What did you do differently?" Yasser explained that he had begun practicing by starting Surah Al-Fatiha in a style inspired by the legendary Imam of Masjid al-Haram, Sheikh Muhammad Ayub, and once he entered that rhythm, his own unique style would emerge. That friend recognized his talent and encouraged him to recite at a major event attended by prominent scholars and officials. He accepted the invitation and many people there noticed that this young reciter possessed something special. Sometimes a single sincere word can change a person's life. As he grew older, Sheikh Yasser faced one of the biggest decisions of his life. After finishing school, Sheikh Yasser initially joined a military college. He remained there for about a year. According to the narration shared by his brother, he did not feel that he belonged in that environment. His heart was drawn towards Islamic studies and the service of the Quran. Eventually, he made the difficult decision to leave the military path and enroll in the study of Sharia. After leaving the military college, Sheikh Yasser decided to study Sharia. Before making the move, he consulted one of his teachers. He expected advice. Instead, he received another painful blow. According to his brother's narration, the teacher criticized his decision very harshly. He questioned his judgment and even suggested that he would never succeed in life. Sheikh Yasser studied under a number of distinguished scholars, including Sheikh Abdul Aziz al-Sheikh, Sheikh Salih al-Fawajan, and Sheikh Abdullah ibn Jibreen. He also learned the sciences of Quranic recitation from renowned teachers such as Bakri al-Tarabichi and Ibrahim al-Akhdar. He devoted himself to improving his voice, refining his recitation, and learning the arts of melodic Quranic delivery, often referred to as maqamat. At the same time, he pursued higher education. He earned academic qualifications in Sharia and later completed advanced studies in comparative fiqh, eventually obtaining a doctorate. The young man who had once been told that he possessed nothing extraordinary was becoming both a scholar and a masterful reciter. Before reaching Masjid al-Haram, Sheikh Yasser served as the imam of several mosques in Saudi Arabia for many years. Beginning in the mid-1990s, his beautiful recitation gradually became known among worshippers and students of the Quran. The young boy who had once dreamed of leading the prayer was no longer an unknown student. His recitation had reached countless hearts. Soon, a royal decision would change everything. The sacred mosque in Mecca was about to welcome a new voice.
In Ramadan 1436 AH, 2015, Sheikh Dr. Yasser Al-Dawsari received one of the greatest honors a Quran reciter could ever imagine. He was appointed to lead Taraweeh and Tahajjud prayers at Masjid al-Haram as a guest imam.
الله باق ولنجزين الذين صبروا أجرهم بأحسن ما كانوا يعملون.
For the first time, his voice echoed through the sacred mosque. Millions of worshippers listened. Millions more followed the prayers across television and online broadcasts. The young man who had once been told that he was nothing special was now leading prayer before the Kaaba.
Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim Malik Yawm Ad-Din Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.
It was not luck. It was years of patience, sincerity, and unwavering trust in Allah. For 5 consecutive Ramadans, from 2015 to 2019, he led worshippers in the sacred mosque and won the hearts of millions with his emotional recitation. Then came the historic moment that changed his life forever. On 12 October 2019, King Salman officially appointed Sheikh Yasser Al-Dawsari as a permanent imam of Masjid al-Haram. Many observers considered him among the youngest imams to receive such an appointment in the modern era. He led his first regular prayers in the Grand Mosque shortly afterward. His journey did not stop there. In December 2022, another royal decree appointed Sheikh Yasser as one of the khatibs of Masjid al-Haram. On 16 December 2022, he delivered his first Friday khutbah in the sacred mosque.
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen.
Standing upon one of the most honored pulpits in the Muslim world, he addressed worshippers gathered from every corner of the globe. It was another responsibility, another trust, another blessing from Allah. Later, he was also honored with leading the Eid al-Adha prayer in Masjid al-Haram. A moment witnessed by millions of Muslims around the world. Near the end of 2023, Sheikh Yasser's first 4-year contract as an imam came to an end, and he was excused from the position. During the months that followed, many worshippers expressed how much they missed hearing his recitation in the Grand Mosque. Then, shortly before Ramadan 1445 AH, March 2024, he was officially reappointed as an imam of Masjid al-Haram, returning to the place where his voice had become deeply beloved. The absence had made people realize how much his presence meant to them. Today, Sheikh Dr. Yasser Al-Dawsari serves as Imam of Masjid al-Haram in Makkah, Khatib of Masjid al-Haram, professor specializing in fiqh and comparative fiqh,
advisor within the Presidency for Religious Affairs at the two holy mosques. As for his wife and children, Sheikh Yasser generally keeps his family life private, and only limited public information is available. Therefore, we avoid mentioning details that have not been clearly confirmed through reliable public sources. What truly distinguishes him is not only his powerful voice, but also his perseverance. A boy whose dream was mocked became an imam of the Kaaba. A student who was told that his abilities were ordinary became a scholar, a khatib, and one of the most recognized Quran reciters of our time. His story reminds us that sincere dreams, patience, and dedication can transform a life by the permission of Allah. From the streets of Al-Kharj to the pulpit of the Grand Mosque in Makkah, from discouraging words to the honor of leading millions in prayer. This is the journey of Sheikh Dr. Yasser bin Rashid Al-Dawsari. May Allah preserve him, benefit the Ummah through him, and make the Quran the light of our hearts. Ameen.
وزوجك الجنة وكلا منها رغدا حيث شئتما ولا تقربا هذه الشجرة فتكونا